Alright, we all set here. Knicks and Nuggets. Okay. Instagram is live. Alright, let's go. There we go. Live from the top, yeah. Alright, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday evening. Another KnicksFanTV and Bleacher Report simulcast. CP the franchise in the building. Hopefully coming up, we got Stephon Marbury and my guy Ben Lyons. And tonight, hey, Knicks are going for 5 in a row against the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP. Karl Anthony Towns, star-studded affair at Madison Square Garden. We're going to talk about it, man. Let's preview tonight's matchup. If you guys want to get your takes in, hey, you can always call us on the KFTV Discord. Once again, shout out to the replay gang. And salute to everybody that's watching, man. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. We are in the building. And hey, happy to be on, man. So let's get right into it. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Let's go. All right, man. Salute to the squad. Ola Sumbo in the chat, YouTube side. I see you. How we feeling? How we feeling, man? My franchise channel members, salute to you guys. Let me make sure my audio's good and clear. Sandy in the chat, I see you. Everybody on the evening grind or evening commute home. Hopefully you guys get home safe and get home in time to catch 7:30 tip-off, man. Knicks versus the Nuggets. The number 3 seed in the East versus the number 4 seed in the West. A lot of people looking forward to this one, man, especially coming off of the Knicks win over the Memphis Grizzlies, washing the Memphis Grizzlies. They put up 143 against Memphis. They put up 143 against the Sacramento Kings. And so, I don't know, man. I'm trying hard not to be confident. I'm usually the guy who's like cautiously optimistic with every game. Never scared, but always respecting the opponent and just, making sure that everything goes right for these Knicks. But I can't help but feel confident tonight. That's not a good thing. But these Knicks just have me feeling very confident, man. From the offense, 143. They are, let me look at my notes here. Over this 4-game winning streak, they're averaging 124.4 points per 100 possessions. The highest net rating over that 4-game streak. You're getting excellent play from your starting 5. I mean, it's like every night it's a different guy that we're highlighting consistently. Brunson and Towns are being overshadowed, and they have great nights over this 4-game streak. But it's Hart, it's Bridges, it's OG getting his groove back, getting his shot back. Very important. All right, how about the bench play? Precious Achua, Miles McBride finding his groove. Very important off the bench. Both of those guys with 14 points in the Knicks win over the Grizzlies. So there's just a lot that I like about this team and the direction that they're going in right now. It's hard not to feel confident, especially when you're going up against the Nuggets team that can't stop a cold. They can't guard you. They can't guard your grandma. Over the last 3 games, the Nuggets gave up 129 points to the Bulls. They gave up 133 points to the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road. They're in the middle of a 5-game road trip. They're 0-2 so far. They give up 129. They give up 133 to the Timberwolves. They give up 132 to the Sacramento Kings. So I don't know, man. I'm feeling very confident in this one. And I just feel like if these Knicks even come close to playing their A game, this thing should be number 5 in a row. It should be number 5 in a row. What do you guys think, man? In the chat, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, what do you guys think, man? Am I being too confident here in this game? I just like the way these boys are taking care of business. Eldon Tosico, $10 super chat on the YouTube side. Salute to my guy, says, let's jump out the window. Yeah, you saw a little bit of that after post-game in the Memphis series. Fans are jumping out the window. And those of you that are new here, jumping out the window just means, hey, we're all in with this team. We feel like this team right now is playing championship caliber and truly contender status. That's when we just get in our delusional bag and just start jumping. And I don't blame you. I'm still going to be cautiously optimistic, but I don't blame you. I just like the way these boys are handling business. The chemistry is just looking really good. Shout out my guy Billy Bellin on the YouTube side. Says, CP, what's up with all the black? You look like you're in the 90s. Well, I'm a 90s baby, sir. He said, what's up with all the 90s look? All you need is a black army jacket. I'm a 90s baby, Billy. That's me. Well, actually, I'm an 80s baby. I'm an old head, sir. But yes, I like to mix it up. I'm very eclectic with my dress, but always rocking the company logo. You know what I'm saying? KFTV Scully, KFTV shirts. You can get yours at KnicksFanTV.com. Shout out to the Knicks chick in the building. My lady never misses a show. Not to go check her after this. You know what I'm saying? And she's always the optimistic one. She's in the chat. Finally, my optimism has rubbed off 5 in a row. Yes. Yeah, hopefully, we're going 5 in a row. Hopefully. As I said, 124.4 points per 100 possessions over this 4-game winning streak. Highest net rating over that 4-game winning streak. And the Nuggets just can't stop anybody right now. Look, obviously, it's going to start with the big fella, the reigning MVP. And that's Nikola Jokic, man. Historic averages right now, averaging a triple-double with 30 points, 10 assists, and 13 rebounds. So the Towns-Jokic matchup is going to be on the marquee. How do they handle that? In the first matchup between the two teams, Carl gave him that work. Then Carl put up like 30 and 15. That was overshadowed by OG's 40-piece in Denver. So there's no doubt that the Knicks offense should be here to play tonight. It's their defense that, again, has to show up and has to show up consistently. Starting with the Joker. Obviously, you can expect occasional and timely double teams to take the ball out of his hands and see who's going to be hot in his supporting cast and see who can beat you from there. So the Joker's obviously going to be a tall task. Now, who's heating up on the Denver Nuggets is one Christian Braun, however you want to call it. He's averaging 19 points per game, 75% true shooting percentage in his last 7 games. I think that might be Jalen's matchup tonight. The Nuggets, they're going to start Brody. They're going to start Russell Westbrook. They're going to start Jamal Murray. They'll have Christian Braun, Michael Porter Jr., and they'll have the Joker. So I think you'll probably see McCall on Jamal Murray. Either McCall or Josh on Jamal Murray. Then you'll see McCall or Josh on Brody. And you'll get Jalen on Christian Braun. OG on Porter. Maybe he'll get a little Jokic assignment depending on how things are going. And then you'll have Cat guarding the Joker. So Christian Braun should definitely be a play to watch. We love Jalen, but he's always a marked man on the offensive side of the ball. Good cutter. And those are one of the things that the Nuggets like to do best. When they go to Jokic in that low post, there's always somebody flashing to the basket. So look out for Braun, Porter Jr., Murray, Westbrook, you name it. Because while their defense is trash, their offense is still respectable. They put up 123 against the Kings. Against the Timberwolves, tougher defense. They only put up 104. They got washed. Then they went to Chicago. They had a lead, put up 121 in a loss, but they gave up 129. Nuggets defense ranked 22nd in the league right now. So will they have answers for the Knicks' high-octane punch? And that's going to be starting with Towns. I'm going with the Big Bodega with a good game tonight. Mikal Bridges. Who's going to be guarding Mikal? Mikal Bridges having a game-high 28 in their win over the Memphis Grizzlies. And how about the dog, man? OG, who had that 40-piece, his breakout game, his signature game in the Mile High City. He's starting to get his groove back. He had his shot back against Memphis. Not a lot of shots, but efficient. I think it was like 5 for 12 from the field. I like how OG handled his business in that win. So a lot to like in terms of how these two teams match up. Knicks had 45 dimes against the Nuggets in their first matchup. 45 dimes. Incredible. 15 of those, I believe, that belonged to Jalen Brunson. If I go back to the stats, of that last game, let's pull that one up. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's go back to the box score of that last game. 17 assists for Jalen Brunson in that game. He was throwing dimes out there like candy. You had Cat with the 30 and 15. You had OG with the 40. I mean, look, every game is different, but I believe this deep Knicks team, they should be able to pick apart this Nuggets defense without any problems. Come with your energy, come with your effort, lead with the defense, and everything should be all good. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We're supposed to have Starbury in here. He's on his way to the game, but hey, it's Starbury, you just never know. So let me get my guy Ben Lyons in the building, and we'll get Ben's take on it all. CP the franchise in the building after tonight's show. Remember, we got play-by-play live with our guy CK2K, Knicks versus Nuggets, and then the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Post-game live. We'll be on there, man. Post-game live. So let me get Ben situated here on the check-in. He's in the streets, man. Ben's in the street. Hold up, Ben. Let me get you sorted out here. Ben's in the streets on a stroll. Hold up, man. There you go. Let me get you situated here on the console.
Sure. Let me know when we're on.
Yeah. I like this look, man. Ben in the city. Let's go.
Full Lincoln lawyer status running around.
Let's go, man. Where are you at right now? Whereabouts?
I'm in Union Square.
Okay.
Just pulled a real New Yorker move and ran into Verizon store to charge my phone.
There you go.
we knew we were going to be on KnicksFanTV, so we had to make sure we had enough juice. You know what I mean?
Got to come prepared, man. Well, while I have you, man, what are your thoughts on tonight's game? Knicks versus Nuggets. Knicks going for 5 in a row. You were at the Memphis game, or what are you thinking, man?
Yeah, I got to get on the train and head home. I'm in Union Square, and we got a 7:30 tip tonight. We got Jokic in town. Have no idea what the Knicks are going to do to try to slow the big fella down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing when he goes for 40. I don't know if it's a good thing when he goes for 16 but has 22 rebounds and 18 assists. Like, I have no idea what they're going to do tonight, but they've been scoring at a high clip. Against Sacramento, it was 130-something. Against Memphis, obviously. So let's see if they can put up another high-scoring performance and try to keep pace with the Nuggets, who have won 7 in the last 10.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. You know, obviously, you're going to see them throw the occasional double team at him. And then I think also where they're going to benefit is when he's on the bench, because I think their defense becomes even worse when he's on the bench. And the Knicks should have some advantages there with their bench kind of trending in the right direction. You know, Precious stepping his game up, Deuce McBride, Knicks bench dropping 52 on Memphis. That's a good sign, man. They're trending up. You know, Precious was talking about how comfortable he's getting back from the hamstring injury. He wasn't as confident in attacking and being aggressive. So it's a good sign that seems like he's back to 100%.
I feel like my friends' group chat that we're on, all talking about the Knicks, I feel like there might be like a leak into the Knicks locker room, because I was saying before the game the other night, I don't know about Precious. He can't seem to find a rhythm. I can't rely on him. And then he goes off and he's on the cover of the New York Post. And now, you know, we'll see if he can do it back-to-back games. I was really happy to see that. And I can't believe, like you said, north of 50 points for the bench. But we got a game tonight we should talk about. But, you know, I jumped on here to talk about our event Saturday night.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We got the watch party. So I'm in the streets right now picking up items. I stopped by the Eastside Golf offices.
Okay.
Eastside Golf could donate us some stuff. We got a jacket, some paper planes, hats, and all types of Eastside Golf gear for the raffle. Stopped by the WNBA offices. Got a prize pack from the New York Liberty, the championship team. So
nice.
We got some official Liberty championship gear, plus a special package from the Knicks, a mystery jersey inside. We got a Karl Anthony Towns basketball on the way.
There we go.
So we got a lot of great items that we're going to raffle off on Saturday night at Slate, KnicksFanTV. You guys come out, and I was there opening night, and it was just an amazing vibe. And so I can't wait to see everybody. Saturday night, we're going to raise some money for those in need out in California, our friends in LA who are still going through it because of those wildfires. So, yeah, man, I'm just out here playing Lincoln Lawyer, running around doing errands and picking up stuff for the auction on for the items on Saturday night.
Yeah, yes, sir. And once again, man, it's going to be a big event this Saturday at Slate for the Knicks versus Lakers watch party. We're going to start about 7 p.m. The game will start at 8:30 p.m. And as Ben said, we're going to have a silent auction and a raffle with various items for you guys to win. And all the proceeds are going to be donated to the American Red Cross, man. We want to help our people out there on the West Coast who were severely impacted by those wildfires, man. A lot of people displaced, a lot of people losing their homes and their valuables and things of that nature. So this is the least that we could do to come together as a community. People directly that we knew, as Knicks fans, content creators, family, friends. So this is definitely one that's close to us. So, yeah, it's going to be a fantastic night, man. Ton of items for the fans.
We're going to have some great friends of KnicksFanTV in the building as well. Sean Little from MSG is going to stop by on his way to the Garden before he does his pregame hits with Bill Pito. Plus, once a Knicks sideline reporter, always a Knicks sideline reporter. Tina Servacio said she's going to pull up. Very excited to see MSG Tina. And, yeah, a lot of friends coming through on Saturday night. So I look forward to seeing everybody. And, yeah, I know you got the Jalen Brunson jersey. I got the Eastside Golf gear, the WNBA Liberty gear. We got the Karl Anthony Towns basketball. We got a lot of great items. It's only Wednesday, so we might, have to get our hands on a few more before Saturday night, man. Plus, we got a great game Saturday night. We got LeBron in town. We got Bronny in town. Bronny's on the West Coast. He's on the East Coast road trip.
That's right. That's right.
We got the Lakers in town, and we're gonna have a nice little Rick Brunson and Jalen Brunson, Bronny, and LeBron moment at half court. Hopefully before the game.
A little family ties, man. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Anthony Davis is going to be playing in that game. But, hey, man, we'll be ready for the smoke regardless, man. And, hey, who's been ready for the smoke? It's been one Mikal Bridges, man. How about Mikal Bridges putting the clamps on John Morant on Monday, 28 points leading the team. What you think about Mikal Bridges, man?
Man, it's really fun to watch him play every single night, and that's what he does. You can't take it for granted in today's NBA. I do this show, NBA Bet, on NBA TV Friday nights, and I feel like half the show is just me giving injury updates. This guy's questionable. This guy's doubtful. I got no questions about, no doubts about. Mikal Bridges playing every night.
Yeah,
and some nights the shot's not going to fall, but he's still going to shoot it, and he's going to find his, and he never forces things, and it's never him on an island. It's interesting. Him and OG get their points within the flow of the game, really, and they do it in very different ways, but they're very effective, and it's a great addition to the team, having him play every single night. Modern day Cal Ripken. So shouts out to Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, a lot of guys going down, man. I mean, look what's going on in Philadelphia. They got guys on load management and still can't get them on the court.
I saw something today going around that Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart have played more games than Joel Embiid has.
Yeah.
They were drafted 4 years later. So availability, the best ability. That's why you're the best at what you do at KnicksFanTV. You guys are always live, pre-game, game. You're always, doesn't matter if you're on vacation, summer league, playoffs.
Don't matter.
Availability is the best ability.
We in here, man. So, man, enjoy the street. City's looking good. Weather's getting a little bit warmer, man. You're not all bundled up, man.
No, it's summer in January. It's 48 degrees.
There we go.
So everybody's outside here. But, I'm going to run home and watch the game and be locked in for your post game. And I will see you Saturday night with all these auction items. Shout out to everybody for donating and coming through. It's going to be a special night.
Absolutely, man. Ben Lyons on the check-in. Ben, get home safe, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Shouts out to Benji Kleiner watching. Chuck D, all the KnicksFanTV faithful. You guys are the best. We'll see you Saturday night.
All right, man. See you, man.
Let's go Knicks. Peace.
That was our guy, Ben Lyons, on the check-in, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. And as he said, man, going to be a great event on Saturday night. So I hope everybody could tap in with us. It's always good to give back when we can, and that's what I want to utilize this channel to do as we continue to grow and level up and forge relationships, man. We want to make sure that we giving back to the people, man. And this one is for a worthwhile cause. So hopefully we'll see you guys out there. And that is going to be at Slate, 54 West 21st Street. Get your tickets at KFTVWatch.com. The tickets are free, but we are asking for a donation of $20. If you can. If you can't, that's okay too. Your presence is always appreciated. All the proceeds from the door to the silent auction to the raffle items are all going to charity. So that's just what the cause is going to be. And Eric L. Beats on the ones and twos. So we will have the game audio. We always have the game audio. And then during the commercials, man, we'll be dropping the latest hits, man, and making everybody rock. Have a good party. So shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D in the chat. Honcho in the chat, man. Franchise channel member says CP, we eating Denver chicken nuggets tonight. Okay, so he's confident. He's confident. Let's go. Shout out to Daniel Beausejour. Your arrogance in the chat, franchise channel member as well, says, are we going to pull off 40 wins, 20 losses, the Phil Jackson rule? I did see that. Something like, it was a quote from Phil that was like, you're not an elite team until you win 40 games before you lose 20 games. I'm not all that pressed on that type of situation because to me, at the end of the day, it's all about being healthy when the playoffs start and who you match up with. Who you match up with in the first round, who you match up with in the second round, and on and on. So like all that regular season stuff, it sounds hot, but if you can't get to the playoffs healthy, what does it all matter? It doesn't mean anything. And that's why, like when our guy LD checked in and called in after the Memphis wash, and he's like, oh, we got everything we need to make a finals run. I'm like, I'm not just going to jump out the window that fast. I still feel like this team needs one more piece to the bench. We need another wing to help these guys log some minutes. And then I'm all about April, man. April. Everything. Remember last January when we were in this position and everybody was jumping out the window and Julius and OG and Jalen, we got a championship team. And half of the squad didn't even make it to Philadelphia. We still won on the back of Captain Clutch and Josh and OG and iHeart. Like those guys fought. But, none of that means anything if you can't get to the postseason healthy, playing your best, and have a good, favorable matchup that you can win. So that's my thought. Now, speaking of acquisitions and trades, tap into the show that we did yesterday with my guy James Edwards of The Athletic. Shout out to Trilogy. Me and him really had a good cipher, a good session yesterday, really tapping into and breaking down a lot of the Knicks trade scenarios, a lot of the options, what the future holds for one Precious Achiuwa after this season. Not a slam dunk, man. This could be his last in the Knick uniform. That second apron is a killer. John Pettit, I see you in the chat, man. Nostalgic Nick was in here in the morning. He's in here now. Never misses a show. Josh 87 says, light work tonight, orange and blue tsunami, walking Denver out of town. Salute to you, man. Salute to you guys, man. Yeah, we need one more piece. We need one more piece for the bench, man. I like Shaman. I like his energy. He's running around. He's flying around. They are running plays for him. He's taking the shots. Hopefully he starts knocking them down. But I think we need an upgrade. Need an upgrade at the wing. Definitely need an upgrade at the wing. I'm looking for any type of injury reports, anything like that. I don't see anything just yet from my guy. I'm looking at my guy Ian Begley's Twitter page. I don't see anything, so the Knicks should be okay. Josh Hart has been the only player who has been questionable with a knee injury, but Josh, man, unless it's broken, he's coming out to play. Benji, shout out to Benji Kleiner on the Facebook side, man. Benji's a diehard day one KFTV fan and a Knicks fan. Shout out to Benji, man. That's our guy. And and that's the thing. Like when we talk about injuries and after the Memphis game, everybody, the minutes police, we're right, you're right. Yeah, listen, man. The Knicks are relatively healthy right now. We could argue about the minutes and what the impact is and the rest of this, the rest of that. We should be thankful that these guys are healthy. You have the process, Philadelphia. That is an absolute embarrassment going on right there. They're on load management and still can't get on the court. Lakers and Philly last night. Where's Joel Embiid? Street clothes. Oh, Paul George, by the way, now his pinky tendon is all messed up. I had a guy who was arguing with me last offseason between Paul George and Kevin Durant in a hypothetical Knicks scenario. This was before they got Bridges, before they got Towns. I was like, yo, I'll trade Julius for Kevin Durant right now. And he was like, yo, I want Paul George. And he starts he breaks out his calculator. He's breaking down all these stats. Paul George efficiency, yada, yada, yada. Knock it off. That guy's never healthy. Never healthy. He's not it. And Philadelphia's finding out the hard way. They're going to have to break that team up. Atlanta just lost Jalen Johnson. Good kid. I like him, man. Scrapper, high flyer. He was having a great season. Great season. Infamous King says, YCP looking like Funkmaster Flex. Damn. Don't do me like that, man. Shout out to Flex, but, come on, man. Father Peace, am I going to MSG tonight? No, I won't be in the building tonight, but of course, I'll be tapped in for sure, and I'll be tapped in with CK2K and a play-by-play, and then I'll be here for the post-game, man. This is where I like to be. I like to be in the studio for post-game for most nights. But we'll see you next time I pop up in the garden. L Dougie style, team hashtag new. Shout out to Dougie, man. Shout out to you. Michael T. Team hashtag new. I think I shouted you out before, but welcome either way, man. You guys are always welcome. Salute to you guys. DJ CP Slay dropping bombs. Rest in peace to K Slay. Absolutely, man. When me and Trilogy, when me and James Edwards yesterday at the end of the show, we were kind of going back in our era of time in hip hop, our golden age of hip hop, if you will. K Slade, Flex, K Slade, those were like, my God. DJ Big Mike, DJ Clue, the mixtapes, Clue Minotti. Come on, man. That was my time. You kind of take it for granted now in this era of instant access and everything is always available. Kind of miss those days when, I used to go to Jamaica Avenue looking for the next Clue tape, not knowing when it was going to come out. I would get one, and then I'd go back maybe a month later, a couple weeks later. Say, yo, you got the new Clue tape? Nah, not yet. Next week. So, I kind of missed that where you kind of had to wait for things. Then you had Napster and all that come out, Kazaa and all that, and then next thing you know, everything is just open access, available on demand, right in the palm of your hand. But anyway, that's my I'm old as hell diatribe. Kids these days would have no idea. Would have no idea. You have to wait for your music, kids. You have to wait for the new joints. You ain't know who was collabing with who until you seen it on the back of a Clue tape. Right? People in the chat, talk to me. DJ SNS, Kid Capri, Tony Touch. Absolutely, man. Those were the days, man. Yeah, LimeWire. All right, anyway, because I don't want to bore the kids too much. Bleacher Report, we're going to see you guys on Friday. Let's go Knicks. My guys on the YouTube side, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. And then we will get you to play-by-play. The play-by-play live link should be in the chat. Let's tap in on a little Underdog, see what I want to do tonight. Shout out to our guys at Underdog Fantasy. Use our code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. You know what? I didn't even get a chance to look at projections or anything. So I'm going to let you guys pick my sheet tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you guys pick my Underdog sheet tonight, man. What are we thinking here in this Knicks versus Nuggets game? I like to play the pick'em on Underdog. You can play the fantasy game as well, daily fantasy. Pick your draft, your players, whatnot. I like to do the pick'em. Pick between 2 to 8 players, and you predict rather whether or not those players are going to go higher or lower on a given stat projection that Underdog Fantasy has for the night. And then, hey, then you have a chance to win some cash, man. You have a chance to win up to 300 times your money. So, what do we think here? I mean, I was liking a big bodega, man. Now, his rebound number is pretty high. 13.5 rebounds, 24.5 points, 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What are we liking on that? John Pettit says cat going off, Joker can't guard him. So should we go higher than 24.5 points? I always like to go with the rebounds with Cat, man. He's a board snatches up boards. Let's take a look at his rebound numbers in the past few. Against Memphis, 11. Against Sacktown, 15. Against Brooklyn, 16. Had 24 points against Memphis. Should go higher on the point total, 24.5. I think I will. I think I'll go higher for Karl Anthony Towns. JJ in the chat says higher. Okay. Who else do we like in this game? How about Josh Hart? What's Josh Hart's rebounding numbers looking like tonight? 9.5. Kind of low for Hart. And you get a little bit higher on your money. You get a little bit more on your money if you pick higher. Josh Hart, last 5 games, he's hit higher than 9.5 in 3 of the last 5. And he's hit 9. He's been at 9 or over in all 5. I think I got to go higher there as well, man. What do you guys think? I think I'll go higher than 9.5 for Josh Hart. Now, the thing about Underdog, you can't pick just Knicks. You got to pick different players. Who else in the Nuggets do we like? Do we like anybody on the Nuggets? You can go lower as well, man. Even though if I take a look at Christian Brown's number, 12.5 points. 12.5 for Christian Brown. He's had, against Chicago, he had 28. 10 against the Timberwolves. 21 against Sacramento. 20 and 20. I might go a little bit higher, man. Somebody said they might rest Hart. Yeah. I mean, I think this thing could be, is this another wash by the Knicks? I might go higher for Christian Brown, man. He's red hot. I think I'm going to do it. John Pettit says MPJ might go off for 3s tonight. Knicks 3-point defense a little lacking, but he's got the dog, though. He's got the dog assignment. Let's see what MPJ's number for 3s are tonight. 2.5. 2.5 threes for Michael Porter Jr. Do they track the 3s here? Not as actively on Underdog. Let me see how many 3s he's hit in the past few. Let's take a look here. Take a look at Denver's roster. Porter Jr. Let's see. 3s. Against Chicago, 2 of 8. 3 of 6 against Minnesota. 2 of 8 against Sacramento. 3 of 6 against Philly. And then 3 of 5 against Orlando. So in his last 5 games, he's gone higher in 3 of those 5. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Michael Porter Jr., 3 points made. Porter for 3. Should we go higher on 3s? 2.5? Higher than 2.5? Okay. All right, let's check it. You guys are making my sheet tonight, so I'm going to go higher on 3.5. And then somebody said Murray, 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's a tricky one there. He had 30 against the Bulls. He had 32 against Minnesota, 31 against Sacramento. That's a pretty low number. It's a tricky one, man. You're going higher. What do you think? What do we think? Jamal Murray, 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, 19.5 points. Do we go lower on the points? Maybe we'll just go lower on the points tonight for Murray. He says our 3-point D is awful. JJCP banning us all for wrong. All right, you know what? I'll go with the points. I'll go lower on the points. Mikal Bridges night, 19.5. I'll go lower. All right, so these are our picks right now. We got Towns higher than 24.5 points. Hart higher than 9.5 rebounds. Christian Brown higher than 12.5 points. And MPJ higher than 2.5 points. Jamal Murray lower than 19.5 points. And so I'll put in $20 here. And so Underdog has 2 different styles of wagers. You can go for it all. We have 5 picks right now based on the multipliers. If we get all 5 right on the standard play, we can win $200, $208. I'm going to go a little more conservative here on the flex. Be a little bit flexible here. So I'll go flex. And why can't I go flex here? What's going on? Entry amount. Okay. Oh, sorry. So, no. I got that wrong. Standard. If we went for it all on the standard, the $20 wager gets you $416. If we go flex and you get all 5 correct, you get $208. And if you get 4 correct, you win $50. What do you guys think, man? Jason Allen says, take the insurance. This is like Price is Right. It's like Price is Right. Play responsibly, man. You know, not trying to gas y'all up. Play responsibly. But we'll go with the flex. I'm with you, man. We'll go with the flex. Okay. So there it is, man. There it is. Those are underdog picks of the night. Karl Anthony Towns higher than 24.5 points. Josh Hart higher than 9.5 rebounds. Christian Brown higher than 12.5 points. Michael Porter Jr. higher than 2.5 threes. And Jamal Murray lower than 19.5 points. All right, there we go. That's your sheet, not mine. Salute to you guys, man. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man, so I can get ready for tonight's game. Yeah, man, looking forward to this one, man. If you guys are going to the Garden, yeah, no, you didn't miss Steph. Couldn't make it. You know, sometimes it's a flip of a coin if Steph can come. He's a busy guy, so I think he's going to be at the game tonight. He's on the way to the Garden, so you know sometimes he can make it, sometimes he can't. But hey, we'll leave the light on for him. That's our guy. Shout out to Starberry. Shout out to Ben Lyons, who came through as well, and shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everybody who tapped in on the #1 show for the fans by the fans. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. A $100 super chat. Appreciate the OG, man. He says the midday KFTV donation out here was at Altadena yesterday. Tough. Great move, KFTV. We're all connected. Shout out to, yeah, man, everybody out there in Altadena. A big African-American community, Hispanic community out there in California. You know, one of the things people get mixed up in this whole thing. I had somebody comment, you know, we're doing a fundraiser, somebody comment like, all these people are millionaires. That's not true. That is not true. You have a lot of people out there that were, you know, middle class, whatever the case is, man. People that lost, man, lost their home, lost things. Like, so we're here to help. And this is our way of helping. And that's what we're going to do, man. That's what we're going to do. Don't judge just because of what you see on TV. That's not the case. Everybody wasn't in a you know, palatial pad on Malibu. No, that's not the case. You know, people of all walks of life that were impacted by this thing that lost a lot. And so this is what we're gonna do. It's a little bit that we could do. And that's what it is, man. So if you guys are in the New York tri-state area, come through the slate. If you want to participate in the silent auction or the raffle, that's up to you. We're not forcing anybody to do anything. Not forcing anybody to donate. We are asking. If you have something to give, we are giving it and we're going to give it back. Also, if you can't make it, for those of you out of town, the link to the American Red Cross is in this video description on the YouTube side. Whatever you can do, that's that, man. So that's all we doing, man. So shout out to everybody again, once again, who's out there on the left coast. We salute you guys, and everybody at home, we salute you guys, man. #1 show for the fans by the fans. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys for play-by-play live with our guy CK2K, who's out there in California. Shout out to our guy CK. We'll see you guys in a bit. OG Chuck D, appreciate you for the super chat, and we'll see you guys later, man. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter X, Facebook. We'll see you guys, man. Thank you. Peace.